I'm
that
sorry.
prepared in advance. We just kind of,
Yeah. This is Corinthians 6:19 and 6:20. Do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have received from God? You are not your own. You are bought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your body.
this.
My name is Chris Hoyer, and today I'm talking about green cleaning. Most of us sitting here, I'm assuming, are the ones that are cleaning the house, or at least you're the ones that are buying the products to clean the house. Today my challenge is to you is to look at your products and determine, is there something better that you could use that'd be better for your family, yourself, and the environment? And if you find something better, would you go ahead and make that change? When I go shopping, you go down the cleaning aisle, there's like hundreds of different products. Even just cleaning the bathroom alone takes 5 different products. You have your toilet bowl cleaner, your shower cleaner, then your glass cleaner, and then your all-purpose cleaner, and then the floor cleaner. And then you think about the other stuff you use in your house. You have your dusting spray, your laundry soap, the kitchen cleaner. It goes on, and it's probably all stored underneath your kitchen sink. The problem with most of the average cleaners is they contain lots of toxics. Even when you think about cleaning your shower, which is probably the worst thing to clean. Your cleaner tells you to open the window so you have lots of ventilation, and then it tells you to put your rubber gloves on, and then it gives you the warning of watch not to get anything in your eyes. And so you clean your shower, your tub, and everything, try to rinse it off, and the next thing you do is you put your children in the tub. And I always thought, did I really get everything out of there that's not supposed to be there, and put your babies in there? I mean, what is left from that cleaner? So my challenge, of course, is to find something different. Psalms 51:7 says, "Cleanse me with hyssop, and I will be clean, and I'll be whiter than snow." So hyssop is a plant that was used in the Bible times for cleaning. And I know we don't have hyssop now for cleaning, but I think it gives us an indication that God gives us natural cleaning products to use. That'll be good for us, our family, and the environment. 2 of the natural cleaners that we have, most people probably have in their cupboards already. One is your white vinegar, and the other is baking soda. I use these 2 products when I clean my bathroom. The first thing I do for cleaning the toilet, which is probably the worst thing to clean, I sprinkle baking soda, and then I let it sit for a little bit, and then add the white vinegar. And my kids actually think it's kind of cool, because you add the 2 ingredients together, you get a chemical reaction. So they think it's kind of fun to clean the toilet. Yeah, and the next thing I have is my spray cleaner, which just is water and vinegar mixed together, and I spray that on my counters and surfaces like that. Now, probably the hardest thing to clean would be the shower and the bathtub, and I have those wonderful glass doors, which has lots of deposits. And I found that using the white vinegar just by itself works wonderful, especially if you use like a microfiber towel. It really gets it nice and clean. Then it comes to the floor, and I always like those mops, you know, the jet things that you can spray, but then I always looked at them thinking, oh, they have those disposable pads. Then you gotta buy the soap that goes in there, and all I could think was, you know, what a waste of money, and I'm just throwing everything in the landfill. But then the other option was a sponge mop, and then all I could think was, I have that dirty sponge on my floor, you know? And so the alternative was get on the hands and knees with a bucket of water. But just a few months ago, I came across this handy-dandy mop, which is absolutely wonderful. I fill the container with, you know, white vinegar and water, and it has a pad that I can use, and why green clean? If you look at the different books and things on the internet, they give you tons of things to use. What I would suggest is the next time your cleaning product is empty and you have to go to the store, what I would suggest to you is look for a different method of cleaning.
Hi, I'm Mary Smiley, and I'm talking about budgeting today. In Proverbs 21:5, it says, "The plans of the diligent lead to profit, as surely as haste leads to poverty." 5 years ago, when my husband and I were married, we considered budgeting to get your paycheck, tithe, pay your bills, whatever was left was yours to spend. And that sounds great as long as whatever's left covers the unexpected expenses that come up during the month. A trip to the doctor, a trip for your dogs to the vet, oh no, vaccines are due for somebody in the family, or annual time comes to register your vehicle. And suddenly what's left doesn't quite cover everything you need to cover. So a good friend here at church shared with us what was a simple budgeting strategy that I'd like to share with you today. It involves planning before where your money is going to go instead of wondering where it went. When you get your paycheck every month, it is best to already know everything that money is going to be allocated towards, so there aren't the surprises that would possibly come up. Now, there are always going to be surprises, and that's why at the same time you're saving, so you have an emergency fund. Now, first what we do is you take and you list common expenses. And I have these handouts for everyone here, and something like, you know, your mortgage, your power bill, your sewer bill, your cable bill, but also long-term expenses like pet things or haircuts or clothing, car registration, car maintenance. Next, you take your paycheck, and what I've done is I made up an Excel sheet that does does it for you. So when you put the money in, it automatically deducts it from your check. So at the bottom, you'll see 0 to show that all your money has been put in one of the funds that you've created. I'm glad to email this to you if you provide your email address so you don't have to recreate this. So what the goal is to actually have all of your money allocated towards individual funds so that when it ends in a difference of 0 before your paycheck even comes. What you do, if we get paid once a month, so this isn't our paycheck, but I did it for 1 month pay scale, and it happens that you need to have all of your bills paid out of one paycheck. When I used to work full time and we had 3 paychecks, we had 3 columns in here so that we could take out the mortgage over 3 paychecks and have it by the end of the month ready to pay the bill. When you divided in here, this is fine for 1 month, but you're going to accrue balances in some funds, like clothing. You're not always going to spend all of it in 1 month. So what I did for every individual expense that I decided fit our family, I made a workbook in Excel which had a sheet for each fund. This is an example of the clothing fund. So if on the first of the month you make an allocation of $100 for the month for clothing for your family, and then a few days later you go to Kohl's, you spend $50, they put it in, it acts like a check register, the formulas are all there, it deducts it, you now have a $50 balance. So that way when you need to go buy clothes, you simply look at your sheet, which you can do on paper, pencil, in a notebook, or on the computer in Excel. You look at it, you say, okay, this is how much money we have to spend. What I really liked it for was for things like car registration. It's expensive to register your car here in Las Vegas, but if you divide that total over 12 months, it's not that much. We put aside out of our monthly paycheck $13 a month, and then when that time comes, the money's there. You can pay your car registration without a worry or a care. Our second biggest worry in our family is our pets, because it seems like we joke that they know when we have extra money. That because one of them gets an ear infection or needs a trip to the vet, or it's every 6 months you're taking them for vaccines. We have dogs that need to be groomed every 2 months. There's always an expense. So we put a pet fund in, and we put money in that. We took what we figured out over the past year, estimated what we'd spent on the pets, added to that, and then divide that over 12 months, put it in the paycheck put it in the fund every month, and then when we have a vet trip that we didn't know about, the money's already there waiting for us. We keep the money in our checking account, but what we both know is the balance in the checking account isn't truly what we have to spend, because that is all of the funds that are holding the money for us for future costs. At the same time, you're saving for emergencies, so that when the costs that you can't possibly even imagine come up, you have the savings at the same time. The biggest blessing for us was it helped us pay off all the credit card debt we'd accrued before marriage, when we thought budgeting was just spending what you had. We were able to put onto paper all of our expenses realized where we were spending money where we shouldn't, and put all our extra money towards debt. We paid off, in 2 years, we were able to pay off all of our credit card debt, all of our car debt, my college loan debt that I thought I'd have forever, and when our children were born, I was able to quit my job and stay home with them. And I'm forever thankful to God for providing us with the wonderful friends here at church who shared this strategy with us, because it's horrible to think of all the money we wasted before. You know, we even budget for fun. You know, there's money every month devoted to the fun, money devoted for the groceries. It can be as expansive like our list is, or if you want to like put a home fund and make that where your mortgage and things come out, you can do that. So everything I've shared with you with the additional instructions are here in a 2-page little packet for you that you can take home.